everybody. Today I am doing what if civilization was only in the British Channel? What if Earth was literally France, the lowlands, and the British Isles? Well, today we're seeing that, and I'm in the nation of London. So London is gonna start off over there. They're gonna follow the Thames River. It's called, I think. I think the Thames River. It's called, I think, is the name of the great river that London followed. I've turned down small split and splits a bit because that's kind of annoying. This was not inspired by any creators at all. Definitely not Drew Journal. You should probably go check out his video first. But I'll also want to kind of do this after some cities here. And London seems to be expanding around the Thames, but I do want them to kind of be more outward expanded. But slowly their civilization will follow down the entire Thames. So this is throughout year 1. And they're gonna get some lands in. And eventually they're gonna begin making their country just kind of thicker throughout the entire thing. So it's just they have a really big country. Okay, and that's turn 1. Darn it. Okay. Or turn 0, I guess. They get a new leader for year 1. The other leader's thrown out of power. For year 2, they do nothing. For year 3, they get a medium expand. London is going to begin to expand around the coast. I think it's going to be their thing. They like the coast is what I'm going to have to say. And now London is going to have us have a new nation. That new nation, I think, hear me out, is going to be Paris. And these two nations, they know about each other. They know about each other. Those people from England who migrated down here to form Paris. So they're kind of rivals, and they kind of have the same lifestyle at the moment. But eventually their cultures are going to diverge. I definitely don't have, this thing planned out or anything. And yeah. But there's still a few holes in the nation. So the English want to become the most powerful. And that's what the French want to do too. So there's a rivalry there. This might set the stage for numerous world wars. And soon, Fort Eiffel. Stop. French accent for this. Okay. Is built. London is also built. We're gonna have the English come over here, colonize the islands. And they're also gonna come up, wrapping around the shores and kind of making the bigger settlement here. They're a pretty big nation, I have to say. Okay. It's fireworks. Okay. I was hearing some noises. I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm sorry, guys. So, Paris, vive la France. Will vive la large expanded. Across the Rio Grande. Okay, completely wrong. Brazil will expand outwards, the economy of the region via powder. Okay, God, Bell, please stop voicing this. But the Eiffel, Michael Phelps, worry. And yeah, they finally reached the coast. And they're going to expand down. So yeah, they just expanded on the shore, and I finally got the French guy fired, who definitely wasn't me. Oh, baguette. Oh, what was that? Not me? Not me said that we're completely different people. Definitely. 100%. So the French make some boats in Brittany or around them. And they sail. World War One has begun between every single country on the planet, which is two. And Paris begins to gain a lot of ground, and they take over London. London falls. So yeah, World War One was one year long, and it started 10 years into this world's existence. Meanwhile, Paris, please get a split or something. Paris is going to found cat is going to found the baguettism. I so just spelled that wrong. Baguettism. No one in this universe will tell you spell baguette. Baguette. Okay. The French are going to kind of focus a bit on England now, especially, and they're going to try to get in some clean, nice borders here. But they also want to expand. Oh wow, that was not in Brittany. Just where from where I was, I thought it was. But they also want to expand up on this little peninsula, which they kind of do. Meanwhile, Paris builds Fort London. Oh, yeah, there you go, Fort London. Don't know what more you want. It's literally a fort called Fort London, and Paris is gonna go. And London rebels are gonna break out. Yes, it was a new nation, but I didn't want a new nation. I wanted London back. My boy London. So Paris wants to subdue them, and they build a fort. Fort. You've correct. Did I actually just pronounce that entire thing? I guess so. So the rebels are going to get a new nation, and Paris is going to get a small expand, which is probably going to kill off these rebels. Look, oh, no. They cannot subdue the subduers. They're going to spread their faith. Because they have literally nowhere to go. Okay. Meanwhile, London will get a small expand. London, baby. London, baby. London again? Deleted that. Oh, London again! London, yeah, takes over the French. They destroy France. And they build Fort Fake Brittany. Literally. So Fort Fake Brittany is there. London goes again. London gets a large expand. Like, they're like, okay, we did just get France, but like, our hometown, our home spot is more economical. Like, of course, they will expand down in France, but they're not very focused down in France, like the French were in England. Or in London, I guess. So they begin to expand a bit more rapidly in England. So yeah. A new tribe is going to appear, and it will not be Paris. It will be the tribe of Cornwall, which is some native people over here. Just a bunch of them. Okay, Cornwall has some left. I think we could fill in that with Cornwall. Possibly, maybe, no, yes, okay, and now push just outward. So nobody really knows about Cornwall. Cornwall's gonna get a small little migration. Small migration. Immigration. Cornwall was also going to found Cornism. You have to be extremely corny in order to be in this religion. I definitely qualify. So the UK, as I was saying, they're not too focused in on France. should they kind of begin to expand their borders up in England? Like, of course, they still did a little bit. Yeah, France, right? Oh, and a new nation again. We're going to get the Welsh Republic. That's nice, ain't it? And it's going to begin to form over here. Along the coast, primarily, but it's still, it's actually a really big nation. Like, it's not as big as London, but it's bigger than Cornwall, which will settle down and become a kingdom. Now, officially, Cornwall's gonna go. Cornwall's gonna get a medium expand. They're gonna go up there and blah blah blah. London's gonna go again. London's gonna found the Church of London. I'm hoping it'll be part. Oh, fireworks! Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted. There's fireworks. The Church of London, which is a combination of the Church of England, the name London. You guys might be able to hear it. It's extremely cool. And my sister's probably going to come barging into the room any second now. Oh no, so the UK is going to adopt Cornism. Everyone be corny! Okay, here we go. So the Corns guys, Cornwall, they're going to begin expanding, and they're going to expand their Welsh colony thing. At this point, they don't know if I'm calling it a colony because that's what they're calling it, because they don't know the map right now. For all they know, right here, going along here where my mouse is moving, this just might be water. It could all be one big island like it is, or maybe it's like multiple little small islands. So right now they're saying it's a colony. So the Welsh, I spoke Welsh, are going to expand into the mountains, but they're uniters and flatlanders. London itself is going to get a small expand, and of course, as I was saying, as I've been saying, I say, they're more focused on their English language. So France has more poverty levels, right? They have more poverty, right? You see, they have more poverty, so that happens. Now they're all focused in on France. The Welsh are gonna come in here, and it's gonna be some total devastation. Not fireworks, that's nice. But Paris is gonna go now, and they're gonna expand. I need to see the fire. They may have gotten the dates wrong, because as I'm filming this, it is July the 2nd, not July 4th. So who's going now? Oh, Paris is gonna go. Yet again. So Paris is going to begin destroying England. Paris is gonna go again! But a disaster is going to strike. A volcano erupts, killing them all. That was a big fire. Wow. Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so the Welsh, they're gonna come out here. They're gonna begin expanding further in. There may or may not be a little war soon, which may or may not be World War II this turn. World War II begins. This is kind of how it started. I wouldn't call it a world war, just because really nobody is there for it. It's just two people. Oh yeah, also, they're killing the French. Hip hip hooray! Oh my god, the actual Kingdom of France is going to come back. Now this small puny tribe, the actual France, bro, is going to come back. Like, those are the fakes, like, over there. Those are the fake Frenchies. They're also going to take some land up here, which is bad for them. So the English are dying. The English are crying. And Scotland exploded into... Wait, what? Yeah, Scotland is going to pop out up here. As a mountaineer, that's nice. I feel like that has something to do with their name. What religion should they adopt? Let me guess, Cornyism. Okay, the Welsh are gonna go. They're gonna found a faith. They're gonna found baguette is home. Oh my god, Scotland is going to adopt a faith. They're going to adopt Cornism. Paris is going to split into the nation of fake Britney. OMG. Fake Britney is going to appear. Oh, it was that France. Shoot. Darn it. It was the different Paris that I was thinking. Alright, Paris and France were different. Wait! Queen Elizabeth! When did you come back to rule France? I thought bro was your long-lost rival. Okay, a new nation, huh? I'm thinking Belgium. That's the... I'm gonna to the Netherlands, everybody. So many fireworks. Oh my god. Scotland's going with a medium expand into the mountains. Into the mountains. Cornwall's also going, and they're going to take over Wales, and they're feeling confident. They declare war on England. Scotland don't care about any of this. They're gonna found the Church of London. The Netherlands aren't bothered by this at all. They're, gonna do the average thing and divert their origin from the Netherlands to the Netherlands. Meanwhile, over here, there's a large expand going on. The Scottish, so they're going strong. And the Dutch spark an age of unity. Who is going? Oh, there's a split. The Welsh are coming back. Meanwhile, Cornwall's invasion of London succeeds. Oh my god, London just died. Fake Brittany takes over France. What is happening? And now fake Brittany gets a large expand. This is not at all where I thought this would be at this point. And they're also going to invade Cornwall, which is the real start of World War II. With the green and yellow Cornwall and the Welsh Republic against fake Brittany and the Netherlands. Scotland is completely neutral. They're Switzerland. Quite literally. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably bring it. No, I'm kidding. Who's going? Who is going? Fake Brittany. It seems like the Dutch and the Britonians, the Britain, might win this war. So the Scottish are beginning to expand out of it. Meanwhile, the fake Brittany is gonna get disaster. Oh no, they're gonna die. Oh my god, death. It's a disaster. Meanwhile, the Scottish, though, they're gonna come down and decide to make the the Scottish Cornwall Union. Oh my god, I think you guys can even hear those fireworks. And they're like halfway down the street. Jeez. Those are loud. Okay. So the Scottish Welsh Union forms. The Scottish Cornwall Union forms. Change the color. The Scottish Welsh Union is going to form here, which gives them a better front against these orange people and these Dutchy. So soon they began to destroy the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is torn to pieces. Fake Brittany tries to get it all together, taking back this land and going towards London. The Dutch begin to fight back, with a loss of supply lines over to the Welsh. But soon the Welsh begin to get supplies again, and the Dutch are split into two. But soon a new nation will form, which may change the tide of this war. So far, it's going good for the Scottish Cornwall Union and the Welsh. But this new contender may change the course of history. Germany is going to form. But I named them German on accident. Okay. Well, right now his people. They were originally Dutch. They migrated over here and formed their own nation. But they're backing the Dutch. They just left so they wouldn't die. And the Dutch take over the Welsh Republic with a lot of supplies coming from Germany, and they soon land on the English shores. And eventually they kind of just unite. Like, they basically are one union, one country. Okay, the Dutch have to stop going. The Dutch get another union. And eventually the Brittany Alignment Treaty is formed. I'm sorry if you heard any words a second ago. Okay, what is happening? Why won't this work? Okay, there we go. The Brittany Alignment forms, which is a union between everyone on the Dutch side, and together they storm the beaches. But then they split. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So fake Brittany comes back. And fake Brittany wants power. Fake Brittany wants everything back. They want everything back. Absolutely everything. So now the Brittany Alignment needs to fight them, and they successfully do. But this is a big distraction. And the Scottish Welsh Union? Should be the Cornwall Union. Okay, but will make a comeback and begin to push south. But the Brittany Alignment has a disaster in Germany. A part of their entire civilization just disappeared out of nowhere. Like, they all just left. But then more of them leave. And it's very confusing for them, but they begin to respond over in the Scottish Welsh Union areas, who soon begin to push back. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting there. But an age of unity begins, and with the Scottish and the Welsh coming in, they defeat the Brittany Alignment, pushing into Fort Eiffel, storming it. The world is united under one global power, thus being the Scottish Welsh Union. What, it's splitting? The Brittany Alignment pops right back up. And this time, size isn't always power. Stability is. And soon, all of fake Brittany is brought back. The Dutch come back. The Germans come back, and they still have more room. So they begin to invade They get to Fort London. They take out all the land London used to have and invade Cornwall. There's one final stand for the Scottish Welsh Union. The collapsing Union, I should say. But they make it come back in the end. And win. The period of World War II is over. They branch out, uniting the Union. Partially. Officially, Cornwall is connected up with mainland London. Wait, mainland? What am I talking about, mainland? Like it's separated? Along with Wales, which is also connected. Their one last goal is to connect Scotland to make the final union. The Great Union, even. The Union of the Greats, some call it. But then a tribe is going to appear called the Anglo-Saxons. Nobody knows them. Nobody knows they exist. They're just going to pop up in the middle of England. Like that, you know? Just like that. They're just, boom, they're there. So they will begin to migrate from the south into the north. And eventually a few people move back, but it's really mainly in the north. Meanwhile, the Scottish Welsh Union will begin to spread their faith. And they spread it out here. Yeah, so the world, they think the world is united under one great union. But the Anglo-Saxons are moving north. Possibly the Scottish will discover them. Possibly this will lead to another war. The Anglo-Saxons have to stop. Okay, the Scottish and Welsh. The Scottish Welsh Union is going to go. They begin to move up along the shores, connecting the Dutch up with Paris, and connect the Germans, and begin to try to unite them with the Dutch areas. The Anglo-Saxons become a country, and they begin to finally do some expanding. But their whereabouts are not known. Or at least, not for long. The Anglo-Saxons are discovered. The world goes crazy. They discovered they were not the only ones on the Isles. Wait, what? The Anglo-Saxons kill the Union. The Union falls. But the Union, yet, is more united than it ever was. The Anglo-Saxons begin to unite Scotland with mainland, with the rest of their country, which they succeed in doing. Officially, this is a united world under one great ruler of being the Anglo-Saxons. The Anglo-Saxons get a small expand. They begin to expand their German areas a bit more to connect them further up. They have an end goal for this plan. That end goal being to get all of this area. But a new tribe will also pop up here. Ireland will appear. Over here on the side. And it's the first nation in Ireland. Surprisingly, it's the first nation. Ireland gets a small migration. They begin to move more south. They finally connect up with the sea. The Anglo-Saxons don't even know about their existence. Then they find the Isle of Man, and they sail out from there into Ireland and focus almost everything on it. They want to know. Ireland will found leprechaun. What? Shoot, leprechauns. I think that's what they're called. Leprechauns. The little small guys with the green thing, lucky the leprechaun. I don't know. So what? The leprechaunism. My brain is fogged right now, which is probably a bad sign. Ireland is going to go again with an age of division. Ireland is going to get a new leader. Ireland is going to adopt a faith. I think. The Anglo-Saxons are going to expand in Ireland. And yeah, there's some stuff happening. Like them trying to unite the entire inside area of England, which could be a possibility. Meanwhile, the Irish are soon to meet up. Just one click of a mouse, and they'll connect. Ireland needs that. They see the civilization is so advanced, and I think it was the Irish that are splitting. So we know what we have to do. So the Irish kind of hate these people, but some other people like them. Which is why the color is closer to yellow. And they form the Northern Irish Republic. Story between the two. Yeah, okay. Ireland's like. So Ireland gets a great expand and begins to murder them completely off the map. So yeah, that was problematic. Meanwhile, the Anglo-Saxons are going to get a small split. A reemergence. A myth. A legend at this point. The first ever nation comes back. England emerges. On the walls of the Anglo-Saxons as they collapse. The Irish soon push in to the Irish colony of the Anglo-Saxons. But then the Irish split again. So following where the heck did Northern Ireland go? Okay, whatever. Northern Ireland comes back. Hopefully not to be destroyed. Because I think Ireland has the Great Tree. The Northern Irish Republic. What? They were still alive? That's why they weren't there. They were alive. They're gonna come back now. Ireland begins to migrate from the south to the north to beat off the Northern Irish. But they also left behind a settlement and completely forgot to tell them they were moving. So they come over to where the nearest town was, and they're like, for some food and stuff, and they're like, where did everyone go? And the government's like, shoot, Houston, we have a problem. So the Northern Irish Republic is going to get a small expansion. And Ireland is collapsing now. The Anglo-Saxons, not much actually just happens there. But I think Iberia la Francie. I'm trying to make it sound fancy, but it's gonna be like the small little area up here. Iberia la Francie. The Northern Irish Republic will move a bit down from the north and more into the south. And there's a disaster! Oh no! Meanwhile, the Irish finally pushed back against the Northern Irish Republic. Ireland moves more from south, and they finally tell that town, but it takes them a few months to get to the new Irish areas. And they finally push into the Anglo-Saxons again. London is never going to go. Yeah. But then the Irish are split into two. It's kind of a problem, but they get it out of the way and begin to invade further. Meanwhile, the Anglo-Saxons will have a new nation forming. They're done. This country is completely done. Cornwall comes back. Baby Cornwall! The Anglo-Saxons begin to split off. Yeah. With, technically, this is Scotland, splitting off in the north. So Scotland is a lot bigger than I think they were before the Anglo-Saxons. I don't think it's an I think it's an I know. Yeah, Scotland is definitely a lot better. They even get some chunks of Wales. And it's getting really bad. Like, it's getting really bad. Like, it is really bad. Yeah. So they are renamed to Scotland. And the Age of Unity is now over. That's what I'm calling that. Because everyone was a union for World War II. And all of that. The Age of Unity is officially over. It's just what I mean. Ooh, Ireland is gonna split again. Yay. And this time just Northern Ireland is gonna kick it off. And they're gonna have 100 more pixels than Ireland. OMG. So the Anglo-Saxons are gonna get a small expand. They're going to try to beat back Cornwall, but they completely fail. Because they stink. And Iberia La France is going to rebound. Who get it? Meanwhile, Cornwall is going to, which is a bummer for the Anglo-Saxons. Meanwhile, Baguetteism is going to spread to the Irish. Baguetteism is now in Ireland. Cornwall's gonna go again. They're gonna get a large expand this time. And they're gonna take a lot of lands. Ireland's gonna go next, and they're gonna get a new leader. Ireland's gonna go next, and they're gonna get a new leader. Northern Ireland's gonna go next, and they're gonna tribe settle. What? Northern Ireland's gonna go next. And new nation. This time we're actually gonna make a new country here. This country is going to be Switzerland. World War III coming soon. And the Swiss are going to form over here. This is like the closest area I can get to where they actually are in IRL. Cornwall's gonna get another turn. They're gonna small expand. Iberia La France going to get a medium migration from up here mainly. Over here. Meanwhile, Cornwall is gonna get another expand. Iberia La France is going to finally go from a sea to shining sea. Ireland is going to spark the age of conflict. Meanwhile, the Northern Ireland is going to get a small expand and push into that. Scotland is going to destroy these Anglo-Saxons and push down here and kill more Anglo-Saxons. Because why not? So Scotland is going to sadly get a disaster. The Isle of Man is gone. Up here is gone. Is that not a part of Scotland? What? Tell me, is this not a part of Scotland? When is this not a part of Scotland? Oh, X. It is. So why couldn't that disappear instead? Okay, Switzerland will go. And get a small expand. I'm happy they aren't splitting. What are we going to split them into? Austria, Hungary? So Cornwall's going to go. London finally gets a turn. And the great Londoners... Londoners? Is that what you call them? Are going to expand. And re-adopt Cornism. Yeah, no, I don't think the Church of London is ever coming back. The Anglo-Saxons get a turn though, and they will invade the British. Iberia La Francais gets another migration, bro. This time it's large scale too. They still be stretching from sea to shining sea, but not really. The Swiss are coming back with a new leader. The Northern Irish are going to found a faith. No dead faiths? What? I don't see the Church of England anywhere. That is wait, there we go. That's a nice religion. Iberia La France, stop getting migration. I'm gonna have to look at this trait. I'm gonna have to look at the traits on this country. I swear, they've been getting way too many migrations recently. Bob, you've been migrating too much again. Their children are doing it too. When is this gonna help out? Their whole goal is just to stretch sea to shining sea. But they cannot get bigger. Upsettingly for them, they cannot get bigger. I guess they kind of got bigger. Did we kind of? No. They just unlocked more land. DLC unlocked. What? The Anglo-Saxons get a large expand. Oh my god, London is dying. I cannot believe it. Scotland gets a small migration. There's going to be a migration from over here. This is a small migration, remind you. Okay, come on, guys. No more migrations. No more migrations. No more migrations. I know I could have clicked the X, but that would have felt unfair, bro, and they didn't even get the land back. This looks ugly now. The Anglo-Saxons are definitely gonna medium expand. I know they're doing it. Iberia La Francais will get a medium expand there. They're gonna really try to go around these mountains though. Iberia La Francais gets a large migration, which is a bummer for them. Because bummer for them is Viva la Bummer for me. Because Viva la TV. What am I doing? So Scotland is going to retake these areas and begin to head down here. So they're gonna get here successfully, I should add. Might I add, successfully. And I think that's gonna be it. World War II is on the brink of happening. Right now, I'm gonna say the teams would be, so the Anglo-Saxons are going to form the Anglo-aligned powers, which is just gonna be them in Northern Ireland. Then there's going to be, I know. The English, the English states of liberation. But essentially, the Anglo-aligned alliance is the Axis, the Anglo-Allied powers is the Axis, and then the English states of liberation is the Allies. If we want to go by good guy, bad guy. But you can't really say there's a good guy or a bad guy. Of course, whoever loses is going to be the bad guy, which I may or may not have just figured out. But there's also going to be a third player in this. Switzerland. Who is going to make this the southern new powers of Paris, which is going to be between them and Iberia La France. And there's a lot of explanation. Tiny. These guys don't like these guys or these guys because these guys all want to take over these guys. And they don't like that. So they're enemies. And then, of course, we have them being enemies with them because they want to take them over. And then them being enemies with them because they want to take them over. And then these guys are enemies with them because the Anglo-Saxons want to take them over. And then they want to take over these guys. If that's a brief explanation. No, why are we on that turn? Don't say it in the comments section, please. Okay, anyway, guys, bye. Make sure to join the Nerd Army. Subscribe, and make sure to subscribe to Card of the Main 92, Amazing Collection, and more, along with Razor Reds, and an easy way to search for Mr. Background 427. Peace. Who's going? Scotland's gonna make a move with a small expansion. And Scotland will spark World War III as they push down into Wales. Bye.